As inflation continues to impact Americans, many experts fear the country is headed for a recession. Last week, the Fed raised interest rates for the 6th time this year in an effort to try and curb inflation. We know this is a very important issue to so many people, so we've asked our financial expert, Paul Hood from Hood CPAs, to break down how a recession would impact your money. Paul, thank you so much for being here.
You bet.
Let's get to the basics. What's a recession? Explain that for everyone at home.
So, you know, just like a lot of things today, that seems to be a moving definition, but in most textbooks, it says two succeeding quarters where you have GDP, gross domestic product, that goes negative, goes backwards. In other words, negative growth. So you've had this and you have 2 quarters of going down. So 6 months of negative growth. And what that means is GDP is just a measure of sales, profit, those kind of things in the market. And so it's usually followed by high unemployment, just different things like that.
Well, looking at certain markers where we are right now, we're not seeing a lot of contraction. You know, jobs are still growing. The economy still shows some signs of growth. People are still spending. Where are the alarms going off for a lot of experts?
Well, part of it is the government has it with their monetary policy. Sometimes makes things worse, sometimes makes it better, some things delay. First, unemployment is a lagging indicator. So what that means is things can be going downhill, but unemployment is still low. So expectations is for that to pick up. We've experienced that in our own office to where we had really hard time finding good help. We're starting to find better help, so you can see that the job side of things is relaxing, which means there's going to be more staff available. You know, it's the days of the massive recessions are probably over because the government has learned and they shut things down and all of that. But it is still something to be concerned about.
Sure.
Now, the thing that I look at, Tatum, is there's a lot of opportunity when things are down as well. Whether the stock market is down, it's a time to buy. It's not a time to freak out and sell.
Right.
When businesses are going, you know, south, are going, that usually means there's opportunities. A lot of wealth, a lot of things happen in those. And here's one great thing. There is one industry that usually goes up during recessionary time, and that's candy. Yeah, I mean, people, the sweets, candies, they usually have great growth. Yeah, Snickers and Tootsie Pops, they were both invented during the Great Recession. So you can put a rainbow on a lot of things.
Okay, so say we do go into a recession or whatever that might mean for us in 2022 going into 23, sure. What would that mean for people at home? Does that mean they're going to be able to keep their job? What does that mean for their, you know, monthly budget? What would that mean for people?
Well, the challenge is people tend to, there's a particular book that I like to read. It's called Shut Up and Listen. And he talks about the problem in a recession and different things is when things are good, people forget they're going to be bad again. And when things are bad, people forget they're going to be good again. And the people that survive are the ones that don't go crazy and spend a bunch of money when everything is good, so that they can provide for when things are bad. So a lot of people, it could be tough. But really where it gets tough is how has your employer handled the good times? Have they provided so that they can handle the bad times? And it's an opportunity to grow. It puts people in a position where they actually have to think about their finances. And so the advice I would give people is things are going to get good again. I mean, they may get a little worse than they are right now, but they're going to get good again. So provide and plan for when they're good, and when they're good, provide and plan for when they're going to be bad again. So it's going to require people to make some sacrifices probably, to be more intentional, more deliberate on where their money goes.
Always good advice, good perspective too. Paul, thank you so much.